we're just going to talk about Joel season 2, what might be coming. Chime in as you see fit. Episode how many? Season 2, Series 1. Guys, welcome back. It's been a cracking summer. We hope you had a good one. Season 2. This is not episode 1. It's kind of 0.5, but we decided...
By the way, this is season 2. We've not carried on from season 1 in the secret bunker.
No, we have been home. Yeah, we had a holiday and all that kind of good stuff. But we thought we'd do a little bit of a thing because we have some new tech in the office, and brother Joel has joined us, hopefully in the edit. It will be very obvious. He's to my
Joel's
right.
actually recording our new album.
Yeah. As you can see.
And believe it or not, it's called InfoMatters. Yeah. So Joel, how's the recording process? I know we're going away from IT, but InfoMatters. So tell us about that bass behind you and your music.
Well, yeah. So we've got the first big hit that's coming out this year called
I believe
"Love the Log Dump."
Ring that bell and subscribe.
What a brilliant entry.
Early releases have had really good responses, so we're expecting
lots of big logs.
Well, I mean, believe it or not, Christmas is coming, Joel. So we need to put the silent shite and Rudolph the Red Dump Reindeer or something like that.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I fully expected we get back in the studio to do our Christmas album.
Indeed,
indeed. Obviously, we have our bass from Croatia that's here. That's
I recognize it.
Still loved and
There's a story there.
Played. We have the band that hasn't been together in a while, but
True.
We have a new drummer. We have a new guitarist. 2 new lead singers. So we're doing all right.
Nice.
Okay.
We're good. We've gotten a little bit younger.
I was going to say, there's some hair dye going on for some of us. I have to wear the hats clearly because I'm follically challenged. Yeah,
we get off a sheen.
Well, you think you're filming Armageddon when I take my hat off.
So what is the plan for season 2?
Well, and
talking about it.
What are the topics that we're going to go through?
Well, there we go, and this is the whole point where we thought we'd record this to try. We have a couple of ideas, of course. We're going to evolve. We hope maybe not so much away from IT. It's a world and IT and AI. It's a world in cybersecurity that we love. However, of course, the world is full of information, and we should evolve and do other things.
We're also, obviously, still thanks out, as usual, to Xtelligence, who are our partner in powering InfoMatters podcast. Callie T doesn't talk very much, and when he does, we tend to delete it, so pretty much pointless and all that. A ton of new positions have come out, clearly within IT, but a totally different spectrum. I mean, one of the topics I was reading on today, it's not because I want to be a deity or have godly effect, is that humans can make the weather change. The weather.
Can make it
so I'm interested.
So speaking of that, and you're right that whether you want to go into conspiracy theories or not, but the ionosphere and the manipulation of the ionosphere is actually a rather interesting topic.
Yeah, it's certainly worth the debate. Yeah.
I mean, if we bring Lemke in, he'd probably give us the keys to NASA.
He knows people. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. We're going to go into Joe. Just because you were key to season 1. Is we're going to be covering even areas of law, commercial law within IT.
Yeah.
Not necessarily what was we.
Not that we need it. We're all obviously clean, good living guys and all that kind of good stuff. However, it is relevant and it features heavily in a lot of our worlds.
And we'd like you guys out there to tell us what topics you'd like us
topical. We thought, or I just thought of, it's a little bit like set as a challenge. And what have you got a problem with? Maybe there's some advice around the virtual table that we can convey to you. We probably can't get into specifics, but the wealth of knowledge from all our historic members from season 1 that can maybe help. Maybe we're going into low-level solutioning, but think of us as a kind of community of advice to offer. I think that's a bit of a value add, boys.
Challenge Kenny to do the show in his underwear.
That's
you
not
never know.
That's a truly remarkable approach. I think crowdsourcing things like this are, especially for the contractors, independent contractors.
Yeah, that's good networking, Joel. Good point. Yeah,
we all work. How to avoid getting stuck into these 3, 4, 5 deep contracts where everybody's getting a percentage off.
Yeah, can be ugly.
How to legally keep yourself protected and make sure you're paying your taxes, because 3 things you can always count on in this world is death.
Life, death, and paying tax.
And a pain in the ass you'll want to get away from at some point in time in your life.
Of course.
So
good.
Yeah.
A good point, Joel. Well, obviously, Joel is a long-standing co-host of us. We'll get you back in. But we thought very briefest of summaries for the start of season 2, because brother is looking for content. But I wanted to get this out as a kind of prequel to what's coming up in the next few weeks and months. We'll be back into the same routine. Weekly, we'll be in the secret bunker here, wherever we may be.
But did you also know that ski resorts are stockpiling snow to get through the winter? Stockpiling snow. If you're a snow stockpiler out there, join the show, because snow melts in my book.
You would love to know how it works.
Unless you've got a big fridge.
You can make it. It's okay. It's all right.
Interesting.
I think we could also, there's a lot of good discussions going on around content creators these days.
Yeah.
And I like the approach of the legality of it, just like in the commercial space. It would be fun to maybe delve into what it takes to be a young content creator today, what the legal issues are, what the business aspects are.
Yeah.
Because I think as there's some up and coming talent that we see it every day. We're around it. We all live the technology life.
Yeah.
But we have years of experience in the corporations and security, so we maybe have experienced or seen some of these pitfalls. I'd be curious to hear more about what you guys think.
And actually, Joel, interesting point. Conversely, last weekend when we were just debating how we're going to kick off season 2, I was sitting in our little cafe where we meet, debating whether, if you happen to be of a certain look and feel and on Instagram, does that constitute a career if you've got 6 million followers because you get undressed? Now, that's a controversial view. Whether we use this part of the content, I do apologise, remains to be seen. I like to think that people have skills. Some people have a couple of skills, if you know what I'm saying.
Ring that bell and subscribe. What are Kenny's skills?
If you know what I'm saying.
Hold on. I think that technology and IT has been driven largely by the industry.
Sure.
In that space, and though we need to be very careful about the language we would use for these conversations.
It's worth a debate.
Sorry, is anybody waiting to join?
I think we're in a society today where if somebody has, or we've gotten at least elevated enough to a point where if somebody has made money on the internet, it doesn't really matter what they did to achieve that notoriety. And so they've become famous somehow.
And then they live on a beach somewhere, which makes me criminally jealous. But yes, valid point,
And how they can use that influence. But this is where it gets interesting because, again, we can just talk about some of the topics going on today. And guys who are Twitch streamers that went big, Mr. Feast.
He's huge, dude.
He made it. Yeah. Made it business.
You just mentioned that, Joel, and Twitch, and a Twitch notification pops up on it.
Right.
That's what they say these is content finds you, right?
And there's trends in content creation with you've got AI, you've got short videos, you've got mixed realities with VR. There's
any of the
lots of topics.
I mean, discussing that and having some dialogue about that, I think would make for some fantastic content, especially with this group because you have a lot of. We all come with a eye in different backgrounds and different
a good mixed viewing for debate, Joel. Right.
Also, that's
but it's very technical. I mean, these are guys. Look at what we're doing, right? I mean, this is the industry we're in.
Yeah.
I think talking about some of these things, there's a lot of content like that out there, but doesn't feel like there's people that are trying to create a community of this is what you should do and shouldn't do it. This is what you look out for.
Yeah. I mean,
almost kind of like little godmother.
A big thing that circles in that is
godmother of log dogs.
Yeah, I mean, you've got content creation. We do content creation, but again, from the legality side, which Callie brought up, we're bringing someone in, but it's first party data collection.
Yeah,
because we're bringing people in, we're sharing info, we're gathering info.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that resides online.
That's a very good point. When we get the lawyer,
what's fair use and what's not fair use.
Right? Yeah, and what's the legitimate use? I think is the other term, and what's the retention policy? I mean, I'm sure Khaled has that covered.
So, everyone thinks content creation, YouTube video, but essentially that's data, that's images.
Khalid, what you haven't realized yet is when we decide to divorce you, we're just going to basically
rinse you, Khalid.
Right, we're just going to rewatch the videos that we did on your
and cherry pick the points of financial gain.
Anyway, guys, it's been good working with you.
And we get unplugged.
And what was that? We had 7 minutes of Khaled's attention. That's not
absolutely. Joe, we've got 4 minutes before the lights go off, and I mean quite literally. So we're going to wrap it up. So,
that's fine.
Listen, thanks for joining all but very quickly. And sorry to spoil, because listen, we're all busy people. Sorry to spoil family dinner. Danny, we'll be back in about 1-2 weeks' time from whenever this comes out, whenever logistics apply.
Good luck with the album. And if you need a guitarist, I know where you are. So
join us for CDs 2 up and coming. We'll be a laugh and a giggle. So from me, Kenny, and Dan.
Take care, brother. We'll see you on the show soon.
We'll see you guys soon.
Love to the family.
Thanks, man.
Take care, brother.
Thanks, Joe, for joining.